Students at St. John Lutheran School in Rochester had to rethink runoff when they were designing a city they envisioned 150 years into the future. They were designing clean solutions to manage stormwater pollution.
Welcome to Novi. This city is the second rainiest Caribbean island. It receives over 200 days and 80 inches of annual rainfall. And over 200 years ago, this city was destroyed by a volcano. 30,000 people living there, and only 2 survived the terrible eruption of Mount Pele.
It was all part of the annual Michigan Regional Future City competition, which was sponsored and organized by the Engineering Society of Detroit.
Well, this year, as in all the previous years, there's 5 parts to the program. There is a simulation using SimCity software. There is an essay, a research essay based on an annual topic. This year's topic was stormwater runoff control. There is a narrative that describes the futuristic city and the location that we put the city in and all the great things that make that city someplace you would want to stay. We do a model, a scale model, like the one behind me there, where we have to build it to be a certain size, and we can only spend $100 on it. So we use recycled materials, things like shampoo bottles, pieces from old computers, and things like that. And then finally, there's a 7-minute presentation that the kids have to put together to describe their city to an audience to get everyone excited about the city itself.
They were among more than 500 middle school students from throughout the state of Michigan.
When it rains, it seeps into the roadways, and Paul can talk about that.
Over here, there are these cisterns located at each intersection and all these, and so it's like, this is like 25 times the scale. So they're a lot smaller, and water falls down, and these are turbines all through here, which collect energy as the water falls. Then there are the salicornia sponges, which collect, and they chemically bind to oils and other pollutants that might be on the roads. And then they flow through these, and they can go through the bottom of these slowly, or that can be closed off so we can keep it for high fire hydrants. And then we pump it back up using the energy we collected to our engineered wetlands that are located throughout the whole city in the different zones. And then also the salicornia sponge was made from a plant called salicornia, which is a saltwater plant that annually grows. And then we feed it to the used sponge, we feed it to our wastewater algae digester, which eats it, and it uses it for energy.
And we try to figure out how we can take the theme, problem solve it, and put it in a place somewhere in the world where the location intersects with the theme that we're dealing with in that particular year, whether it's energy, transportation, or rainwater runoff.
The Future City competition is a national science and engineering competition that challenges middle school students.
Well, the project is probably about the 16th or 17th year that I've been working on this, the Future City project, and I worked with 5th through 8th grade students. I'm a 5th grade teacher here at St. John, and I invite them on board to see what the project is like.
For months, they've worked with their teachers and volunteer engineer mentors to design future cities which incorporate the theme along with sound science and engineering principles. Once they won in Detroit, the students at St. John Lutheran competed in Washington, D.C. in the national competition with teams throughout the country.
The competition was fun. You got to meet a lot of new people. But for me, it was a really different perspective because I was actually presenter this year. Last year, I was just in the program. So this year, I really got to know more of the people, actual presenters this year. So it was really fun, and it was exciting.
I think another great thing is they're learning how to problem solve. And a problem solve is actually, it's beyond, let's say, even mathematics and science. And it's trying to get onto that's one thing I like about this competition. It gets you out onto the edge of what the future might be.
Students put in about 200 hours of time total to complete this project.
You know, I like to bring in my faith. So this is St. John Lutheran School. It's a Lutheran, it's a Christian school. And I also feel like God is part of the creative part of this. So, you know, I believe He created the universe, and so He's also able to help us be creative when it comes to solutions in the future.
And I am Adam J. Taylor for YN and Logan Network, where we bring you the younger side of the news.